important holiday in China. On New Year's Eve, children are allowed to stay up late and light the firecrackers to bring in the new year. However, on the third night of New Year, parents will tell children to go to bed early because that is the night when the Mike family will hold wedding parties. Once upon a time, there was a lovely maiden named Missy Mouse who lived with her parents. Like all good parents, Papa Mouse and Mama Mouse wanted Missy Mouse to marry well, and they wanted to pick the best candidate to be their son-in-law.
We are the smartest animal in the world because we are at the head of the Chinese animal zodiac. We have to marry our daughter to the greatest creature on earth in order to carry on our legacy.
I am not so sure about the greatest creature on earth. I just want Missy to have a good life and not to live in constant fear of attack.
That is precisely the reason why we have to marry her to the greatest creature on earth.
But who is the greatest creature on earth?
I know, the sun. He's the greatest. We must ask him to be our son-in-law.
Are you sure?
Yes, let's go ask him. Dear Mr. Sun, we think you are the greatest creature on earth, and we'd like to ask you to be our son-in-law.
I'm very flattered, Mr. and Mrs. Mouse, but I'm not the greatest. When the cloud moves in, he can block me out totally, and there's nothing I can do about it. Maybe you should go ask the cloud to be your son-in-law.
Is that right? Thanks for telling us. Dear Mr. Cloud, we hear that you are the greatest creature on earth. We'd like to ask you to be our son-in-law.
I'm really honored that you asked me, but I'm far from being the greatest. I am very much helpless against the wind. Whenever the wind blows, I have no resistance to it at all. I get a key of moving the wind.
Is that so? Thanks. Goodbye. Good day, Mr. and Mrs. Mouse. Good day, Mr. Wind. We heard that you are the greatest creature on earth, and we'd like to ask you to be our son-in-law. I guess I'm pretty powerful. I can blow away the cloud. I can blow away hats from people's heads. I can even make the trees sweat. But I'm not the greatest. I'm no match for the wall.
The wall? What's so great about the wall?
Think about it. No matter how hard I blow, I cannot make the wall budge. It's really frustrating when you are powerless against something. I think you are better off asking the wall to marry your daughter. Thanks a lot for the information.
I think I see Mr. Wall over there.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wall. We hear that you are the greatest creature on earth, and we'd like to ask you to be our son-in-law. No way! You must be kidding. How can I be the greatest?
Mr. Wind recommended you to us. He said that you are much stronger than he is.
What? Get out of here. I may be stronger than the wind, but I am by no means the greatest. Look at all these holes on me. The mice come in and out at will, and I am totally out of control of the situation.
I see. I guess we mice are pretty powerful too. At that point, Mr. and Mrs. Mouse finally realized that there was no such thing as the greatest creature on earth. The sun could be blocked by the cloud could be blown away by the wind could not penetrate the wall, and yet the wall could be rendered powerless by the mouse. So what if the mouse is afraid of the cat? Everybody has something to be afraid of, and nobody is perfect. So Papa Mouse and Mama Mouse decided to choose the best mouse they knew to be their son-in-law, and they held the greatest wedding party on the third night of the Chinese New Year.
Our puppeteers: June Barrage, Claire Hu, Elena Hu, Evelyn Lee, Meiyu Yen, and Alexa Yang.
Hey, can we have someone to demonstrate how to move the puppets? When the puppet show is playing, the puppeteers move each part of every body of the shadow puppets to simulate human movements and sing their parts for each character accompanied by music.
Now let's move on to another folk art that requires a lot of work, lion dance.